Pat, a really comfortable performance this evening in a 2-0 win against Dorchester Town. What did you make of it out there?
Really good performance today. Funnily enough, I actually thought we played better today than we did on Saturday. Thought we were very strong in all phases of the game. Really intense again, and to be honest, we did question whether we'd be able to match the intensity of Saturday, because it's a big high, isn't it, winning 6-0, and then to have to replicate that on the Tuesday night in another derby is tough. But I think the lads did it excellently. I thought our intensity, our reactions, the way we got pressure on the ball but then recovered back to our goal, the desire we had to defend our goal, block crosses, block shots, and then just how dynamic we were again going forwards. When we win the ball back, we look dangerous. So yeah, really pleased. I think there's a lot of positives from today. So yeah, I haven't got too many complaints, to be honest with you.
Joe, you've mentioned multiple times in interviews that we haven't hit that fifth gear yet, that fifth, sixth gear. Have we now hit it? Are we seeing that performance which is expected from you guys now?
Yeah, I think maybe the score lines from the last couple of games suggest that we've taken it up a notch. Again, you're always going to look and think that there are things you can do better, and I thought for the amount of times that we got in Dorchester's box tonight, we didn't score enough, to be honest. We got in there so many times, but at the same time, it's a minor complaint. We look very solid defensively. I thought the back line today were outstanding to a man, really engaged. We got really high. We managed to get good pressure on them. We didn't allow them to play into their front players particularly easily. And yeah, I think it does look like over this sort of last few days we've taken things up a notch, which is great. But I think the most important thing to reflect on is we've shown that we, again, can win games in different types of ways. If you look at Tiverton and Yate away, and then you look at coming here with the intensity that we've shown here, we're 4 wins in a row, and each game has looked slightly different in some ways. And I think we're pleased with that, because I think as a group moving forward, if we're gonna push on, then that's a good sign.
That's 8 goals scored and 0 conceded in the last 2 games. That's really impressive, actually.
Yeah, really good. I think we've owed that to ourselves in terms of scoring goals, because we've had a lot of the ball in games, we've had a lot of the ball round the box, and I think we were quite critical of the lads a few weeks back, in that we didn't shoot enough, we didn't cross enough, we weren't ruthless enough. And I think in the last few games they have been, so that's really pleasing. And then another clean sheet. I think we haven't conceded many goals. We've kept a lot of clean sheets, and I think you have to look at everyone for that. Obviously, Parksy's been excellent. The back line, whoever's been in there, has been excellent. But you then also have to say those midfielders, whoever's been in there, it's Bill, it's Slady, it's Chaz. They've worked their socks off every single game, and then you then look even further, all the boys at the front who work hard to get pressure, and when needed, they recover really hard to come and help us out. So, yeah, I think you only score goals and keep clean sheets through sheer hard work, relentless hard work, desire, mentality, defend your goal, defend your box, and if we keep doing that, then hopefully we'll keep getting some results.
I think it's worth maybe saying, I mentioned to the fans just finally, Joe, because when you've got the Dorchester fans throwing flares into the pitch almost out of frustration, and then our set of fans continuing to cheer on the team right to the very end. Yeah,
no, our fans are brilliant. I think we know it's going to be a hostile atmosphere, which is, you want a hostile atmosphere in a derby game. It adds something to it, and I thought our fans were excellent. They make such good noise, and obviously they turned us around in the first half, so we were attacking them in the first half, which I actually think that helped us, because it meant that we started the game really fast and with intensity and with real desire, because we were shooting towards them behind the goal who make a lot of noise, and I think that actually helped us, to be honest. And then when you are defending towards the end of the game, you've got your fans literally behind you, backing you all the way. So that was in some ways I think that actually worked out quite well for us. They were brilliant. They came in their numbers, not just the guys behind the goal, obviously, but it looked like a really good crowd tonight. I don't know how many were here, but it looked like a really good crowd, and it's nice to see such a good atmosphere at the place. I think obviously we obviously remember what it was like when we first came in here and how it felt, and the atmosphere was obviously understandably a little bit down, and to have a night like tonight where the lads perform to a man, including the subs, perform really well. The crowd is up. It was a really nice feeling.
Well done today, guys.
Cheers, Con.